Okay. Let's start with Prarthana Shlokas. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vijaye Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakatav Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaja Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shanta Rupinam Sri Chandra Shekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimbyai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyana Vasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na Vidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐡𝐢𝐤. Once again, requesting all participants, please switch on your cameras. 1 hour of concentrated studies will help you. Thank you. Om Narayanah Param Vyaktat Handamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantastvime Lokaha Saptadvipa cha Medini. Let's stand. Shloka number 5 and then go to 6. Arun Dandapani, your camera is reverse direction. You're getting only a dark picture. Okay. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Nahi Kaschit Kshanamapi Jatu Tishthatya Karma Krite Karyate Khyavashah Karma Sarva Prakriti Jair Gunaihi. Together. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Nahi Kaschit Kshanamapi Jatu Tishthatya Karma Krite Karyate Khyavashah Karma Sarva Prakriti Jair Gunaihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we have seen Padavibhaga Anmaya of this shloka in the last class. Somebody can confirm? Yes, done. Okay, so what is the summary now? Where are we? We are in that portion of Bhagavad Gita where Bhagavan is now answering Arjuna's question. What is Arjuna's question? Now it is interactive. You should now be able to quickly give answers. If you answer faster, I will move faster. Bhavani Iyer Madam, Suprabhatam. Okay. Okay. So, what is Arjuna's question? Should I take the path of knowledge or should I take the path of karma? Lakshmi Ramachandran, Shubhasayam, Mandatela, Sengotek on that America and then still America. Type okay, very good. Okay. Which path to follow? Rajini Madam is telling correctly. Which path to follow? So somebody comes and asks you which path to follow. What will you say? Whether to earn money or whether to do social service. What will you choose? Lakshmi Madam is still in US. Okay, very good. Okay. Suppose somebody comes and asks you which path you want to follow. There is a path which social service you do. And Vinod is very smart. Do both. Excellent. And that is what Bhagavan is recommending for Grihastha. So, what Bhagavan is saying, Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. That means what? For the Grihastha, right answer from all the grihasthas, no doubt about it. Prabhatam, grihasthas should do both. In fact, there is a mantra. If you answer like this, then I'll get a lot of inspiration to go to Upanishad mantra and all. Now, in Chandogya Upanishad, wonderful mantra says that the grihastha is the person supporting the entire social structure. Grihastha is the person. Grihastha means family, not only one individual. Husband, wife, children, all are supporting the entire social structure. They support sannyasis, they support brahmacharis, they also support vanaprastha. Because these three ashramas are not supposed to go and earn money. They live on the support of the grihastha. So, dhanyo grihasthashramaha. Another subhashita is there. Okay, next class I will teach you this. How should a grihastha life be there? Dhanyo grihasthashramaha. So, you're all very blessed to have a very, very nice family life. How to make it much more interesting and much more elevating is what Bhagavan is going to teach in Bhagavad Gita. Nowhere in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan has told, leave your family life and go to forest. He has not told that at all. So, if you're thinking that no, Bhagavad Gita is for people who have gone to the forest, you are utterly wrong. It's only for people like us sitting around, say, some TV, some mobile, some trip to vacation, then some enjoyment, then somewhere. Either you keep on doing. For a period of time, then things will settle down. You know what is important, you will do that. Okay? Right. So, Bhagavan is saying that you cannot give up action so easily. It's all qualification criteria. So, what is this? Naishkarmya Siddhi, don't forget the previous sloka. Naishkarmya Siddhi is not possible without Gnanam. So, first, what is the path now? First, follow karma properly. Karma means what? In Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, Vedanta, karma means Vaidika karma. Write down. From now on, the word karma will be used again and again and again. Karma doesn't mean your Laukika karma. We can apply. Adjust madi. You can apply it to our Laukika karma. But karma generally means Vaidika karma. What is Vaidika karma? Vaidika karma are those actions which contribute to punyam. If you follow certain rituals as per the Vedas, and Vedas are being followed, no, Smritis follow the Vedas by the Smritis. So, Vedas, what is told in the Vedas are told in Purana Itihasa, and all the Nitya Puja, all the Parayana you're all doing are part of Smriti. Write down. You all don't know even what you are doing. You are all doing correctly right method. You are doing daily Nitya Puja, Shiva Puja, chanting Lalita Sahasranamam, Vishnu Sahasranamam, all this, what all you are doing follows Smritis, and Smritis follow the Vedas. So don't say, sir, we are not eligible for Vaidika karma. You are in a way following Vaidika way of life only, and those things will contribute to punyam. So they say you do all these actions from morning to night. Sandhyavandhanam you do, Japam you do, Dhanam you do, Puja you do. How they will contribute? Some other day will explain in a lot of detail. But those are the activities will give you punyam. Punyam is not available so easily. You cannot go to market, pay money and buy punyam. Ramesh Venkatesan. So easy, then the biggest billionaire would have earned a lot of punyam. Because suppose the last part of his life, I don't want to name people, I got $10 and $100 billion. Rajasagar, correct? No? If somebody says by getting punyam, you will get to go to Sargam and finally get moksham also, not over the counter, correct? Not the OTC, not an OTC kind of thing. You cannot write a check and get punyam. Please understand. If that was the case, all rich people have gone to Sargam. All the people should have gone to Sargam. But the same money, the beauty is, if you employ a Vaidika priest and do Vaidika Yagam, then there is a chance you'll get a lot of punya if they do correctly. Please understand. So, whatever Shastras say as Dharmam is punyam. Whatever Shastras, Shastras means Vedas, all are connected to Vedas. You can draw a line. Finally, everything culminates in Vedas, and from there, everything comes down. That is the only way to get punyam. Clear as over? You're clear? And if you don't do, then you don't get punyam, and you do wrong things, you get papam. So, punyam, papam, it should be very clear. And when you do punyam, what happens? More and more happiness comes, more and more calmness comes. Then the punyam will start working and it will ask, what is the goal of life? Then only the question mark will come. What is the goal of life? Till then, you'll be running around in your own rat race. Nah, like we had 5 rats in the house. No, the rat race will keep on running around, not knowing what to do. Somebody will catch. Like us, no, one day get caught and then we are gone. So please understand, punyam, you have to invest your time by studying shastras, going to a guru, learning what karma I should do. Tasmat shastram pramanante. Shreya, chant this. Tasmat shastram pramanante karya karyom vyavasthitau. Jnatva shastra vidhanoktam karma kartum iharhasi. You have to go and know what is dharma, what is dharma through shastras. You practice that, then only you will know what is punyam, papam, and get punyam. Clear, huh? All of you are almost doing 95%. That's why you're in Gita class. This is for you to understand that you all doing a very good job. Sometimes this auto suggestion is important. No questions in between. Sorry, I will not take any. You have to write to me questions, and 4 criteria required for answering questions. I have told you already. Okay. So please understand that you're all doing a good job. That is why you're sitting in Gita class. Otherwise, you will not come to Gita class. If the punyam is not there, you will not get this Gita live session. So that you're only to reiterate. Sometimes you are in doubt. Sir, we are doing something, sir. Are we doing something correctly? Yes or no? Many of you got doubts or not? Saraswati Kumar, are we doing the right thing or not? Huh? Some people have got another question. Can I skip puja and attend Gita class? Which is more important? Nah. Chris Gopal, sir. Is there a question like that? Some people have a question, no? Is it right? 100%. You can definitely skip puja and Japan. No. Suppose at the same time you do puja, you also do Gita class. What will you do? Sundar Mama Chalunga. What will you do? You should go for Gita class because nothing is greater than Vedanta or Bhagavad Gita. Correct, Meenakshi madam. Write down. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. Saraswati Jacob madam. Punjukonga idella. The next level punjukonga vendide. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. That means what? There is nothing equivalent to jnana which is more purifying. The most purifying thing is jnana. Nothing equivalent to jnana that can purify a human being. And why are you doing puja? To purify yourself, to get punyam. So when you get gnanam, the process of study of Gita gets you, very good, Meenakshi, 438. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha kalenatmani vindati. Kalenatmani vindati. It will take time. Keep on investing time in Gita study. It is, I would say, order of 1,000 times or 10,000 times more valuable than your puja, japa, dhyana, homa, everything. So that is karma. Clear, no, so far? So Bhagavan is saying first karma, then that karma you do as karma yogas. Karma yoga means what? Not trying to own all the benefits. I want this benefit. I want money. I want position. I want power. I want my children to get all the things. Instead of that, there are various attitudes that you can implement while doing karma. What is karma yoga definition? Classical definition. You should all be now in the home ground. What is the definition of karma yoga? Vinodji is back in action after shifting the house. I'm seeing the new house. Am I seeing the new house? Vinodji? Correct? Right action. Very good, Kalam. Right action plus right attitude. So what are the attitudes that one should have while doing karma is what Bhagavan is going to elaborate. See, karma yoga is briefly mentioned in 2nd chapter. That is being explained in more detail in the 3rd chapter. Are you clear so far? Neha vikramana shosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya dhyayate mahato bhayat. That is how the introduction came for karma yoga in 2nd chapter, and then expansion is happening. So Bhagavan is saying here, you cannot jump into the path of knowledge. What is the path of knowledge? Parvati, Anantaran, what is path of knowledge? Nah. Rajendra sir, path of Gnana Margam, write down. Totally Gnana Margam, Srini Swami sir. Totally Gnana Margam means what? You are, very good Lataji. Stravana Manana Nididhyasanam, from morning to evening. Ravi NG, everything settled down? Back in Boston? Very good. Super, nice to see you. Okay. Now that means what? From morning to evening only Vedanta Madikano. Can we do that? Are we prepared to do it, Bala Natarajan sir? Can we do it now? Is it possible? Suppose I say, you take 3 months away from work. Okay, morning Brahma Sutra Bhashyam, then Upanishad Bhashyam, then Gita Bhashyam, then Bhagavatam. Tough, very good. Rajini madam said tough. Because our mind is not prepared for that. So by doing karma, what you are doing, then doing karma yoga, the way Bhagavan will explain the attitude you build. Because to do karma yoga, you need an inspiration or not. Why should I do karma yoga? Question will come, right? I will do karma for getting punyam. I will do karma for my benefit because nobody is helping me in the world. Should I not work for myself? Because no, you know that world is very selfish. That's an argument, right? That you can say. Because I should work for my own benefit. They say that, no? Guru sir, there is no free meal in the US. Correct, Swamiji? Will anybody give a free meal? Nobody gives anything free. So why should I not work for myself? Correct? What do you call it as? The commercialization. What do you call it as? Totally focusing on money. I forgot the name, the term they use. Capitalism. Capitalism. The capitalistic, capitalistic mindset will tell you karma yoga is invalid in the Kali Yugam. Ella CCK nu varudhu parango. Kali Yugathila vande karma yoga, which is full of capitalism, has no value, is what the argument you will get definitely when you go into the world. Am I right or wrong? Krishna sir, correct? Am I right? So now Bhagavan is going to give you all the supporting arguments why you should do karma yoga. Now if you understand why you should do karma yoga, then you will say happily, yes, right thing for me to do, and you will go and tell others also, please come join this train. No, goal is ultimately eternal happiness, you will tell them. So he begins by saying that you cannot jump into the path of knowledge, only contemplation. First, start doing karma, because by nature, we cannot sit down and contemplate. Correct? We tell our children, don't do all this mischief. Sit down in one place. No, kuti pasangla solluva, 4 or 5 year old. Are we able to sit in one place without getting deviated and distracted by other things? We cannot do. So similarly, children will be playing around, our mind is playing around many things. So Bhagavan is saying, what? Sarvaha prakriti jair gunaihi. That means what? Karyatehi avashaha karma. You will have to be in action because you are impelled. Write down, you are impelled into action by your nature, which is prakriti, by the gunas. Very nice, Meenakshi madam. So far, that means what? Is the recognition of our own self. Let me tell you, unless you recognize your own true nature, accept, know, understand, you cannot put in place the next step of correction towards emancipation. First is understand. So, today we understood that everything is one out of karma. Next sloka, Shreya, please come. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Karmendriyani Samyamya Yaste Manasasmaran Indriyarthan Vimudhatma Mithyacharasa Uchyate.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Karmendriyani Samyamya Yaaste Manasa Smaran Indriyarthan Vimudhatma Mithyacharasa Uchyate.
Together, very nice. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Karmendriyani Samyamya Yaste Manasasmaran Indriyarthan Vimudhatma Mithyacharasa Uchyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now see the nice development in Karma Yoga that Bhagavan is providing. What is the first argument that Bhagavan gave? Write down argument 1, argument 2, argument 3. Argument 1 was, just by merely taking renunciation, you will not be able to get liberation. These are all laws of Karma Yoga. Write down. Why should Karma Yoga be done? First point, you cannot give up action and go to renunciation. Mere renunciation, mere sannyasam will not get you moksham. Clear? Are you all clear or not? First argument. When you go to court, you have to argue, right? Why can't this happen? Means 1, 2, 3 points. Second argument. Why is the Shastra saying I should always be in action? Because it is our swabhavam. Karyatehi avashaha karma. We are impelled into action by our nature. Giving up action is impossible. Second argument. Clear? Can you write argument 1, argument 2, argument 3 now? Third argument is going to come. So far, are you clear? First argument is what? By mere inaction, one cannot get liberation. Second argument, just trying to say I'll give up action is impossible. Second level, Bhagavan is saying it's impossible to give up action because by nature we're impelled into action. Is it sounding practical or not? Ram Subbu, correct இல்லையா? சும்மா உட்காந்துருக்க முடியுமா? என்ன ஞானம் பரிபூர்ண ஞானம் இருக்கணும், அப்பதான் சும்மா உட்காந்துருக்க முடியும். அது அந்த ஸ்டேட் வரும் பாருங்க. நைஷ்கர்மி சித்தி வந்துன்னா அப்போ புரியும். Person can be talking, also be silent for 22 hours also. Please understand. So only then you can sit without any action. Third argument. It is risky to pretend to be inactive. Third argument. If you think that I can be inactive and manage, that means what? People are saying I don't need to be inactive. I'll show to the world that I can be inactive and I can sit in one place and do this thing without proper gnanam. It is very risky. Very, very risky. So risky to give up action suddenly. Though you cannot give up action suddenly. Ravi Purajan follow the lesson properly. It is risky to give up action suddenly without properly going through the process. So what is then Bhagavan saying in support of this argument? Suppose somebody says that what? I am not going to use my karmendriya and jnanendriya. Write down. What is action? Action, I told you earlier, is what? Kayikam karma, vachikam karma, manasam karma. Write down. Kayikam karma means bodily action. Vachikam karma means action through speech. Manasam karma means action through mind. And through mind, you also are engaging sense organs to act. Karmendriya, jnanendriya. All these are put into the field of action like an army. Bhagavan is a huge army to engage in the world. Look at, imagine the world is like a battlefield. You got an army of things given, you go and fight. That's what you are doing. Now, Bhagavan is saying, with all this you have got, if you think that I will be sitting idle in one place and not employ any of these things without having proper maturity or jnanam, so Bhagavan is saying that if indeed, that if you try to sit down in a place not being in action without jnanam, your mind will wander around things that you are trying to suppress. So you may think that you are not acting, but your mind will be engaged in those things where your desires are there. So please understand. If forcibly you say that I will go into inaction, then that person actually is in a state of delusion. So if you think that you restrain, that means what? I am going to now sit down like this. I like to sit, no? I am going to restrain my karmendriya, sit down like this, no movement of hands and legs. I am going to sit in one place. And I am also going to say I am inactive. That means what? I am not doing any action. If you think like this, sit down like this. Bhagavan is saying, unless the ajnanam has been removed, you have not got the gnanam, the ignorance will be the seed from which the mind will start traveling. Have you tried this many times? Many of you have gone for a crash course on meditation. Definitely, illa. Yes or no? Now all this public, they'll announce, they'll put in that TV ad, that all come for meditation course. Meditation course. You go and they'll say, sit in one place, close your eyes. Then what we'll do, after 2 minutes, you'll open your eyes slowly, see who is all closing their eyes. Most of the people will be half eyes open. Correct? We cannot keep our eyes closed also for 5 minutes. We want to see who is all keeping their see the case correctly telling. Correct. That is why, let me tell you, for children below the age of 10, 12 or 14, meditation is not even prescribed by Shastras. We even don't know who should do meditation. நீ குட்டி பசங்களாம் கூப்பிட்டு உட்கார வச்சுட்டு பாலான்றாஜன் நாளைக்கு பண்ணுங்க. உங்க வீட்டுல எல்லாம் small children call people and make them sit down. Say, all of you please close your eyes. for 5 minutes. எல்லாம் கண்ண முடிக்கும். கொஞ்சம் இப்படி பார்க்கும். Within 30 seconds, open the eyes. Who are opening the eyes, close the eyes. Like that, see, this meditation, sitting in one place and all, comes after a lot of other practices. So Bhagavan is saying, if you think you have won over your sense organs and karmendriya, jnanendriya, manaha, vachikam, karma, all those things, you will end up being dwelling on the sense objects, where the mind is going towards that, and end up being a hypocrite. Whatever Ravi Peetadipathi said. You will think, that means who is a hypocrite? Hypocrite is a person who behaves differently, but internally a different person. So by thinking that I have given up action, without actually the mind having settled down by Gnanam, we will end up being hypocrites. And what is the clue? Why should the mind go behind something? Next level, let us go and investigate. Even though forcibly you are sitting down, why is the mind going behind something? Quick answer, anybody? Practical answer. Vijayendra, solungo. Rajani madam, tell me. Suresh Kumar, why is the mind going behind something? Because the mind is finding it pleasurable. Write down. That's the argument. What is unsaid in Bhagavad Gita, I am telling you now. What Bhagavan intended to say, I am telling you now. Because the mind is reveling, the mind is liking something, even though it's sitting idle, the mind will travel to that place. It will create a sense object or whatever it is and try to dwell on that because that is appearing pleasurable. Now, GN, we are correct. When will the mind be trained that nothing in the world is pleasurable? Worry is also correct. Worry, sukham, dukham, punyam, papam. When will the mind get trained to be 100%? Ravi Peetadipathi, now this answer you will not have in any Gita book. Unfortunately, you cannot copy paste. Okay. So when will the mind not travel? The mind will not travel only when you understand Aham Brahmasmi. I am Paripurna Tattvam. I don't need anything from the world to make me happy. I am happiness. I am bliss embodiment. I am bliss absolute. I am the source of happiness for everything in the world. Mayeva sakalam jatam. Unless the Gnanam is firmly entrenched, you will not have a state of mind which is not wandering. Understood now? Now, you see, this state you will also get sometimes. When will you get? When something is nicely happening as per your wish, long-term wish was there. My granddaughter should study in MIT. You had a desire. One day that happened. Then what happens? For next 5 minutes, you'll feel like I don't want anything in the world. I have achieved whatever I want. For 5 minutes, you will get that thought. Yes or no, Suresh Kumar? Correct. I'm giving a nalla vishayam sollindirukken. Then what will happen? No desire for 5 minutes. After that, what happens? Some other desire will come. So unless the mind gets firmly established that I have no desire, that will come only by Gnanam. You will be a hypocrite if you forcibly say that I am sitting and not engaging in action. Now, this is what Bhagavan is saying. Let's see. Padavibhaga Anmaya. Karmendriyani samyamya yaha aste manasa smaran indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyacharaha saha uchyate. Yaha saha, write down. There's always a pair in any shloka. Yaha vanda saha varum, ya vanda sa varum. Yaha is pullingam, ya is strilinga. Okay, now what is now Anmaya? Anmaya பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. Samyamya karmendriyani saha vimudhatma yaha aste smaran indriyarthan manasa uchyate mithyacharaha. Anmaya you got? That is why Sri Vijayaraman, these popular meditation courses offered by popular organizations will be a disaster if people don't follow the right way of life. That's why I keep emphasizing, for doing meditation, please come and study Gita 6th chapter properly. Unless people study 6th chapter of Gita properly through a guru, you can never ever be even 10% successful in meditation. Sitting idly without doing anything, I am doing meditation, will be a hypocrisy if you don't study Gita Shastra 6th chapter properly. So what is the meaning, Anvaya? Samyamya, having restrained. That means what? Forcibly I will say, I am not seeing anything, I am not hearing anything, I am not moving. So having restrained karmendriyani. I told you, no. What are the army Bhagavan has given you to engage in action? You got 5 karmendriya, you got panchak karmendriya, panchak jnanendriya, manaha, buddhi, ahankaram, chittaha, all those things. Remember the 24 tattvas of Prakriti that we studied in the 13th chapter. That's why I say study both 13th chapter and 3rd chapter together. Wherever you go, study Gita in parallel. Yes or no? Raja Sagar, in the Kshetra, very good, Chetan Sharma. So the 13th chapter, what you studied, the 24 tattvas are all matter principle. Matter by nature will want to interact with matter. This is a fact of matter. They will completely go in the direction. Understand? No? The sense objects are very, very pleasurable. So the sense organs will chase the sense object. So the sense organs, karmendriyani, organs of action, so having restrained the organs of action. So this person has restrained the organs of action and sitting in one place and said, I'm definitely I can be inactive. Somebody said, no. See, this person is challenging me. I'm only a man of action. I cannot sit in one place. You see, I'll show. Somebody challenged. What, Mamta Patil? So a person said, I'm sitting now like this in Padmasana. And sitting down, I'm not moving. Karmendriyani samyam. Yeah. Having restrained the sense. Karmendriya means what? Physical organs of action. And that means extended to the fact that his thinking is also controlled his jnanendriyas and manaha. Extension is by sitting down idle, I'm able to control my sense organs, physical organs of action. I can also control my mental, mind and all the other organs of knowledge. Saha vimudhatma. Bhagavan now is scolding. That person is called Visheshena Mudhatma. Na Mudhatma alla, Sadharana Mudam kediyadhu. Vadikattina madayan solluvan Tamil. Ketirukingla? Have you heard this? Sometimes Tamil is very, very nice to say. Moodannu solluvom, vadikattina madayan. Madaya, vadikattina madaya. So Vimudhatma means filtered, deluded person. Means what? Epitome, Nobel Prize in delusion. That deluded person, saha vimudhatma, yaha aste, who remains, what? Smaran indriyarthan. Indriyarthan. Indriya means sense organs. Artham means object. So the object which is the focus of the sense organs, smaran indriyarthan. The mind is dwelling on sense objects. Person is sitting here. Yes or no? Person is sitting here in thinking, see, tomorrow there is a function. They are going to give nice laddu, jalebi, jangri. How nice it will be tomorrow. This person is sitting here and thinking. Nalla vishayam solliட்டு இருக்கேன். வேற ஒரு விஷயம் போகும். கரெக்ட்டா? We all have program, right? Tomorrow program. Especially, Friday evening, very tiring. Ramesh Venkatesh, ரொம்ப வளைச்சிட்டோம். Monday to Friday. You're sitting idly. Saturday, what is the party we are going? Now, this party, why it will be special? That will be in the mind. Correct? Like that, mind is dwelling on sense objects. And what is jangri jalebi? Object for the tongue. Like that, object for the eyes or rupam. Object for the ear is shabdam. Shabda, write down. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandham. Write down. It's a very nice thing. Sense objects, indriyarthan or nothing but shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandham. And what is happening? Manasa, mentally. Mind is now creating all these things. This person is not physically having in front of him, but mind is creating all these things. If anybody gets into this way of life, that person uchyate is called what? Mithyacharaha. There is dharma charaha, shishtacharaha, mithyacharaha. Dharma chara means person who is following dharma. Shishtachara is one who is following discipline. Discipline may not be dharma. For example, if you are going in a road, proper traffic, following rules and regulations, you are shishtachara. That means what? Acharam shishtama panittu irukom. But this fellow is called a mithyachara, means what? Called a hypocrite. Mithyana, and what is mithya? By now, Vedantic students should know what is mithya. Unreal, very good. Yeah, very good, Swadhamridam. That means what? You are imagining. That is actually not in front of you. You are imagining. Your mind is acharaha. Mind is going into the mithya world and starting to imagine. So you become mithyacharaha. Seemingly real. Correct. Very good. Lie. All these very good examples. Correct. Got the answer? No. So Bhagavan is saying, until you understand completely that what I keep saying, last mantra we chant, not end of the class. What do we chant? Purna. Class mudiyalama. Purnamada Purnamidam. Edhukku chant pandrom? Why are you chanting every class, end of the class? I am complete. That Brahma Tattvam is complete. I am also complete. I don't need anything to make me complete. And that is the nature of completeness, fulfillment, happiness, eternal bliss. Until you get the Gnanam, you will need to do action, fulfill desires. And once you fulfill desire, then you slowly understand. Najatu kama kamanam upabhogena shamyati. Only independent happiness. Only by satisfying, you will not be able to get out of the cycle. You have to go for the ultimate Gnanam. So, Bhagavan is giving a warning. Don't rush into inaction. Although inaction is the ultimate goal. Nah. Please understand. Inaction is ultimate goal. Don't rush into inaction. Now I'm going to give you something very interesting. Vijay madam, please note down. Bhagavan is going to teach us that technique where by being in action also, you can be inactive. You want this particular formula? You will be in action, but you'll actually be inactive. But somebody will seemingly be inactive, but actually a person is in action. 2 in 1, Haribanamala. Correct. See, the root cause for karma phalam, punyam, papam is action. Right on the formula 1, 2, 3. As long as you have action and ownership for action, punyam, papam is inevitable. So ultimately, one has to reach a state of inaction. I told you, the Vedanta marga is from action to actionless state, from sound to silence. Clear, no? So that is a state one needs to need Aishkarma Siddhi. But even a Jnani will also be acting. Jnani also will be acting in the world or not? Have you seen Jnani is acting in the world? Arvind Balasubramaniam. Then action should be attaching to them. Then they should get punyam, papam, punarjanam should come to them. Now the trick Bhagavan is going to teach how you can also be in action. At the same time, internally, you are actually inactive. You want to learn the technique? That is what Bhagavan is going to teach us. Clear now? Understood, no? So, that once you get Gnanam, you know how to manage it. So, Sloka number 6 summary is what? Don't jump into inaction without getting knowledge. Are you clear? No, Chetan Sharma. Clear, no? Fine. Sloka number 7. Shreya, please come. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yastvindriyani Manasa Niyamya Arjuna Karmendriya Karma Yogam Asaktasya Vishishyate.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Yastvindriyani Manasa Niyamya Arjuna Karmendriya Karma Yogam Asaktasya Vishishyate.
Very good. Together, all of us. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yastvindriyani Manasa Niyamya Arjuna Karmendriya Karma Yogam Asaktasya Vishishyate. So what is a better way of living? As you are progressing in the spiritual path, so underline, it's only for people who are taking the spiritual path, not for worldly people. Nah, worldly people, they can live the way they want. What they will say? We are here only to enjoy the world. Nah, we don't bother about punyam, papam. We don't bother about punarjanmam. We don't bother about swargam, narakam. Correct? Okay. So, In Tamil we say, Anubhavi Raja, Anubhavi. Anubhavi Raja. Swamiji சொல்றாரு அடிக்கடி. நல்ல ரசரசா பண்ணார் பாடம். Anubhavi. They are there only to enjoy the world. For them, all is not required. So now Bhagavan is telling, you see, the world will draw you in its own direction. That means what? The world will have something pleasurable for your eyes, pleasurable for ears, pleasurable for tongue, and then you will have to be in action in the world. Instead of trying to say that all this will affect me, so I'll sit tight in one place. I will not act. So then if I do action, I may end up doing papam and all. So I'll sit in one place. The mithyachara, the previous sloka. What is a better method? Better method, Bhagavan is saying, you learn to restrain your sense organs. You have to be in action and also restrain the sense organs. Same Sthita Prajna, diluted now. Sthita Prajna romba tough standard. Inga vande diluted. So you go into action and use sense organs for the limited purpose of functionality, not for adhikamana pleasures. So Bhagavan is saying a person having restrained sense organs, that means what? Organs of knowledge especially, the Jnanendriyas, and pursues karma yoga. Bhagavan is going to explain what is karma yoga later. So better would be, so now understand now, initially you are fully in action. Suddenly you go into inaction, you become hypocrite. So Bhagavan is giving intermediate step, follow from karma, go to karma yoga, by restraining sense organs, by utilizing your sense organs effectively, efficiently, then you can go, and when you sit tight, then that will be not a mithyachara, but you will go to jnana margam. The same sit tight will happen, lead to jnana if you follow karma yoga in between. So that is a technique. Bhagavan is doing special technique told in Bhagavad Gita is karma yoga. Let me tell you this. Vedas don't talk about karma yoga in a lot of detail. Very, very small reference to karma yoga is given in Vedas. Bhagavan has picked that up and elaborated beautifully in Bhagavad Gita. Most important technique is you have to act in the world. You have to use your sense organs, organs of knowledge, organs of action. At the same time, learn to moderate. Once you learn to moderate this, that is the path to Gnanam. Classical path, karma yoga, then meditation, dhyana, and dhyana. Clear, no? So Bhagavan says that you continue to act. So don't give up action. Be in action, but restrain sense organs and pursue karma yoga. And how to pursue karma yoga? Bhagavan is going to say in the next few slokas. Clear, no? Are you clear so far? So what is Bhagavan's recommendation? Don't go from 1 to 0 straight away. Don't apply binary logic straight away. Go what? Analogous. Don't be digital. Now, understand what I'm saying? People who know electronics will know what I'm saying. Digital is only 1 and 0, binary. Correct? Go analogous. So first, be in the world. Move with the world. Then restrain. Be better than other people. Don't overindulge. Restrain sense organs. And then go towards maturity of mind. And then sit down, sit tight. Then you can start sitting in one place and start analyzing all this tattvam. What is no world? What is jiva? What is jagat? What is ishvara? Are all different, are all one the same? Which is real? What is unreal? Then you can sit and analyze. Clear? Huh? Now, this is what Bhagavan said. Let us look at the Padavibhaga. Yaha tu indriyani. See, yes, tu indriyani has got 3 words. Yaha tu indriyani manasa niyam niyamya. Write down the word niyamya arabhate. Very important word. Niyamya plus arabhate. Niyamya arabhate. Yaha tu indriyani manasa niyamya arabhate. He Arjuna, karmendriyaihi karma yogam asaktaha saha vishishyate. See, yaha came in the first word. Saha comes towards the end. Understood? No? Yaha, saha. If you are intelligent, you start marking. Yaha is there, saha is there. That's how you learn Sanskrit also. Part of Bhagavad Gita study. Are you all clear? Now I'll do Anvaya. Arjuna, hey Arjuna. Tu. Tu means what? But. But why is Bhagavan saying but GNVR? Previous sloka, Madhu he told, what did he say? You will be a hypocrite if you sit idle. But if you do like this, you will not be hypocrite. You will be moving in the right direction. But tu, Arjuna, tu, niyamya indriyani, manasa, saha, yaha, arabhate, karma yogam, karmendriyaihi, asaktaha, vishishyate. Got the Anvaya? Clear, no? So Bhagavan is doing a comparison. Who is the better of the two people? We say, no, who is the better of the two people? Person who suddenly jumped into sitting tight and saying that I have given up action, or a person who will continue to be in action but knows how to regulate his sense organs in the right direction. Clear, huh? Second, right, Rajinian, very good. Second one, perfect. So Bhagavan is recommending that you follow this second path, sloka number 7. Let's look at the meaning now. Hey Arjuna, hey Arjuna, two, but means what? Compared to the previous fellow who was an hypocrite, but niyamya indriyani, niyamya na puridilya, niyamya na one who can restrain. Restrain is when you close your eyes and go on the road. Yeah, all people are not in the right, thing. I should not see anybody. If you close your eyes and go, what will happen? What will happen? You will be hit by a vehicle. Some vehicle will knock you down. Open your eyes, crash, correct. You know that. Correct? Huh? So, open your eyes and see what you should see and move in the right direction. That's what it means. Niyamya, having restrained, regulated, what? The organs. Indriyani. Here, Indriyani refers to what? Jnanendriyani. Supply. Jnanendriyani. All your organs of knowledge. You know why it's called Jnanendriyani? What is Jnanendriyani? Jnana Indriyana anna? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, touch, skin. They only give you Gnanam. They give you the mind. They go into the mind. They give you. That's called Jnanendriya. Please write down. That's called Jnanendriya. Karmendriya are organs of action. So here, Indriyani means Jnanendriyani. What? Hey Arjuna, but having restrained the organs of knowledge, how? Manasa, by the mind. By the mind. So how do you restrain the sense organs? Who should control sense organs? Sense organs should control the mind, or mind should control sense organs. Classic dilemma, correct? Huh? Look at what is happening. Sense objects are controlling sense organs. Sense organs are controlling the mind. So when you see that wonderful, a very nice dish you like, that eye is saying that I'm seeing that. Immediately mind is saying I need to possess that. So the object is driving the sense organ, then the mind, then karmendriya gets into action. The karmendriya will go and fetch that. Somehow, what you will do? You will go to the Swiggy, Boogie, whatever it is, order online, and you will get it. Correct? Huh? Are we doing it or not? Somebody will telephone and say, I had a very nice dish. You want to taste it? Okay, fine. Where should I order? Order here. Why? The object is driving the sense organs, then the mind. And so it went action. Chaitanya Sharma is accepting. Very good. So Bhagavan is saying the reverse has happened. Your mind should control the sense organ. Sense organ should decide which object I should choose. Hagalkai, Mamta Patil. Go for a bitter god. Who will buy bitter god? No, Shankara. No. Pavakara vaanguvangala. Very good. Good fellow. I'm telling you. People, nobody likes that bitter god. So they all like all other things. So eat something that is healthy. Just something. So anyway, pursue things. So manasa, by the mind. So win the sense organs by the mind. Saha yaha. He who. He means what? He or she. Bullingam. Arjuna happens to be what? Happens to be a Purusha, right? Arjuna also was Brihannala earlier. Please understand that. Yes or no? Before the Mahabharata war, Arjuna was also Brihannala. You can also attach Strilinga to him. Sahayaha, he who what? Arabhate. Arabhate means what? Pursues. Arabhate, pursues, pursuit of. The word prarabdham itself comes from prakarshena arabhate iti prarabdha. That means what? In this life, we say prarabdha karma. We say, no, what is prarabdha karma? That which has started to pursue its goal, pursue it to the end, which is unstoppable, is called prarabdha karma. Arabhate. All pursues. What? So, but this is one person who is intelligent here, Arjuna. He has restrained the sense organs by the mind. He pursues what? Karma yogam. Now, Bhagavan is first giving a big advertisement of Karma Yoga. How do you make Karma Yoga the most famous thing? By giving all the advertisement. See, now if you practice Karma Yoga by restraining sense organs, and how? Karmendriyaihi. Because Karma Yoga is related to karma, finally it should result in action or not? Nah. Pranav. Karma Yoga. Karma means what? Action, correct? You can say, finally my indriyas are working, mind is working. Finally, where do you end up? If your mind is thinking that I need to eat, will your mind be satisfied imagining that you have eaten something? Let me ask you this question. That is where the subtle point is there. Suppose you see, imagine in a mind some jalebi, jangri, you are hungry. Imagine you have eaten the food. Best thing somebody will say, sir, in your Vedanta, everything is imagination, no? Vedantic Jnani should not feel hungry. He can imagine he has eaten food. Yes or no? You cannot. So you have to go and fetch it with karmendriya hands, put it in the mouth, correct? Eat it, go in, then only stomach will get full. Yes or no? Like that, every action, I'm only giving a small thing like eating, everything culminates in karmendriya. So by the mind, you control the jnanendriya. Pursue karma yoga through your karmendriyas with organs of action. And what does he do? Asaktaha, without attachment. That means what? Everything is only functional. Suppose I'm using a car. Example, right? Functional utility. Something happens to car, I'm not bothered. Clear? Similarly, today I wanted to eat something very special. Haripanamana, right? I couldn't get it. God has given me only curd rice. Example. People think curd rice is very, very poor fellow's food, but it's very nice food. Sattvic food. You should be happy. Bhagavan gave me good. That's it. So, person without any special attachment, asaktaha, that person vishishyate. That person excels. That person is greater than somebody who goes and forcibly sits down and sits into inaction. So, Bhagavan is saying, don't jump from karma to akarma. Don't jump from action to inaction. Follow karma yoga. And what is the beautiful method? Now write down what are the points the person follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the key takeaways? 1, person should be able to restrain the sense organs. That means what? Practice restraint. Don't do overindulgence. What are the practices in our shastras given to restrain sense organs? Ekadasi vratam. Most of you should be doing. What do we do? On that day, purposely, pattini. That means what? Pattini in Tamil means Mamta Patil, no food. Pattini in Kannada means hendati. So, pattini means what? This is pattini pota pattini ki romba nalladhu. Now, one coin panta iniki. Ekadasi iniki pattini irna pattini ki ne because they don't cook that day, you see. Very good day in the home. Na Pavitram, correct? Everybody in the house follows Ekadasi Vartam. The wife in the house is very happy because no cooking is required. So one is holiday for Patni. Correct, Suresh Kumar. Gita is so enjoyable. Patini pota patini ki nalladhu. Ido Bhagavan Sallallahu Alaihi. So clear. So that is one we do. Then we go on Tirtha Yatra. That means what? We really desire to go see Bhagavan holy place. So we undertake a lot of arduous journey. In the process, we forsake all the comforts. Yes or no? Suppose somebody is going to Manasarovar Yatra, Kailash Yatra, Chardham Yatra. 2 days back, our Saugandhi madam and Sridharan sir came home from California. They're in India. They are going Chardham Yatra at this age of 70 plus. How much of arduous journey they have to do? That means what? You are giving up pleasures. Yes or no? Asaktaha. Back home, you'll put AC and sleep. But when you're going in a Tirtha Yatra, you're pushing yourself into some discipline. So all these things are all in our practice, in our way of life. Naveen Balwat, yes or no? Are all given so that slowly the mind starts getting tamed to the right way of life. That's why get up in the morning. Getting up in the morning at 4:35, Lakshmi Rama madam, is actually a very good discipline because all your laziness will go away. The Vinod, correct? He's smiling. It is trying, correct? It's not easy to change easily. But if you keep trying, one day you start enjoying it because that is the way to restrain the sense organ also. Both Karmendriya and Jnanendriya will get controlled when you get up in the morning. Ram Subhu is doing daily, so he's very happy. Every day, early morning, Brahma Muhurte Uttishta. No, I'll tell you, you want the routine? Some routine I'll give you. Early in the morning, when you get up, first thing you say, Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Palte Koda Vana. You don't need to even brush your teeth. Okay, clear. Then go and remember your parents. Next step. Immediately after Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. These three should first dawn in the mind. Then Pratasmarami. Hridam for that particular sloka, I told you, no, Pratasmarana Stotram. There are wonderful 3-4 slokas. Tomorrow morning in the Saturday class, I'll teach you. There is a wonderful prayer where you pray for 14 types of wealth to be bestowed upon you. Tomorrow morning, I'll teach you. I'll give you some jalak trailer. Every day morning, you pray for the 14 types of wealth to bless you so that that day progresses beautifully. Let me tell you, I've practiced for n number of years, more than many decades. Every day is peaceful because the blessings of all the 14 greatest wealth will be on your head continuously throughout the day. Okay, so that prayer you do. Then you pray to Bhagavan. Then you start the day, then go on, and then go for your daily ablution, then your Gnanam, Sandhya, Puja, all that. If you get up very early, you can do meditation also. Because Sandhyavandhanam should be done in what? Ushat Kalam. Correct? Ram Subho. 4 manik Sandhyavandanam kodade. 5 manik aarambikano. 5:30, you start, and after sunrise, Upasthanam should do. All that will sit one day. One day we'll do morning schedule. Tomorrow morning we'll do Saturday morning, which will be Friday night. Tomorrow we'll draw the morning schedule, timetable. We'll draw a timetable tomorrow morning so that you'll know exactly what to do, how to restrain the sense organs. Clear? So please understand. So, Yastvindriyani manasa niyamya arhate arjuna karmendriye karma yogam asaktaha saha vishishyate. So what is the takeaway? The person has restrained sense organs by what? By the mind. Then pursues karma yoga with the organs of action. Third, importantly, no attachment. That person excels. Only 3 things. What? Person should have restrained Jnanendriya, use Karmendriya as Karma Yoga without attachment. That person excels. Next sloka. Sloka number 8. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam Karmajya Karmanaha Sharira Yatra Pichate Na Prasidhyeta Karmanaha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Niyatam Guru Karmatvam Karmajyayo Karmanaha Sharira Yatra Pichate Na Prasidhyeda Karmanaha.
Very good. All of us together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam Karmajyayo Karmanaha Sharira Yatra Pichate Prasidhyeta Karmanaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. See, actually, I wanted to do the complete categorization of the 3rd chapter into different groups. What are the subject matter being dealt with? Provided all of you have downloaded the notes. How many of you still not downloaded? Please, you won't say yes anyway. Many of you have not downloaded. I am going to give you this weekend. Okay. This Saturday, Sunday, don't skip this Saturday, Sunday. Go to our website. Many of you already booked for the entire advance booking for 18 chapters like Guru Arpan. A lot of people have already booked. If you can book, it is fine. Otherwise, download the 3rd chapter notes. Keep it ready. Next class, we are going to go through This is important. Why I'm telling you? How to practice karma yoga, Bhagavan is going to give it 2 or 3 or even 4 types of techniques. Why Bhagavan is recommending 4 different attitudes? Because the same attitude all of us will not like. What is karma yoga? Right action plus right attitude. Correct? Huh? Correct? Now the attitude portion also, Bhagavan gives us some choices depending on our mental maturity. All that to point out which sloka refers to which kind of attitude, what are the different bhavana you can have in karma yoga, the notes if you have, and I explain to you different strokes, different strokes, correct? Different people, different strokes. Okay, fine. So if you have the notes with you, very easy for you to then put a formula and then start following. So please download. Can you all confirm, all of you? Can you confirm that you'll download the notes before the next class? Who has not downloaded, please do it. Whichever way you get it done, so that next class you're all, see, it makes your study even more efficient and effective. You can be fast in our studies. Second point, in the morning class, I made a small announcement. I'm repeating it again now. See, we have our Vinodji, who is there in the class today. He's come back, shifted his house in California, he's come back. He's writing the daily, weekly digest. That means what? Whatever we are saying for 1 week, 4 classes, he's putting in just 1 page, just bullet points. Are you all getting it or not? Are all of you getting a copy of Vinod's weekly digest? I gave him somebody how to write it, and he's writing beautifully. Yes, all of you are getting it or not? Very good. If you're not getting it, please send a message in the chat box. We'll include you in the group so that you get it, or your coordinator should be sending it to you. Now, these digests are being written only from the middle of July, somewhere in the early part of July. So from December end up to July, we need to fill up all the digests. We're going to publish it for the entire world. Let everybody in the world know, right? We are studying Bhagavad Gita. It's a very noble activity. We want some volunteers to help us with one-time activity to help us do the backfilling of the weekly digest. We want to put it in a blog, special blog. So Lakshmi, all of you, please, whoever is not getting, please put your name. I will make sure you're okay. Nobody's knowing what is happening. Very good. Okay. So we'll start sending the digest to everybody. Now we'll see. I'll send it to all the people. In all the WhatsApp group, we'll send it. We'll start doing it so that you all don't miss it. Sending to a very specific group of all the coordinators, without coordinators sending it to all the other people. So that is not happening. Good that you're getting feedback. We'll send it to everybody. We'll put it in our website and ask you to go and look for all the historical blocks. See, important is you learn in packets every week, because too much in one go is very difficult. So we want some volunteers. Okay, now the more important thing is you'll get all the information. Don't worry, we'll make sure you all get all this digest. That means even though you don't make notes, you'll get the gist of all the classes in 1 page. Okay. Now we want some volunteers to join us in the group. Parvati madam is recommending. I want at least 10 people from this group to join us. It may be a maximum of 1 hour a week, 1 or 2 hours a week. And we spread this, work among this 10 to 12 people. We will be able to backfill all this weekly digest. And that itself is another bokisham. Bokisham means what? Another big wealth of knowledge with key bullet points of all that you're studying in the Gita class. That means what? Even if you don't make notes, you will get all the key points. Can we have some people volunteer today, please, in this class? I'm not seeing many. Only one person is volunteering. How many are volunteering today? The morning class, somebody volunteered. Can I have some more volunteers, please? Parvati madam is only volunteer. Okay, who else? Put your name. Please put your Rajini madam. Please put your name and mobile number. We cannot recognize only by your name. I would like to have your name and mobile number. Please volunteer. It's very, very simple activity. Okay. Please put your name and mobile number, and we'll include you in the group. We'll do an orientation and we will start that activity. Ravindranath, very good. Can we get one? Rajini madam, can you just put your Rajini and very good. All of you, please. Okay. Thank you. And so with that, what will happen is the group will be formed, and then Balantrajan also becomes a noise. Correct. Balantrajan has got a very good feedback. WhatsApp is a noise, and so people may not like to continue in WhatsApp. We will put it in our website. Are you all visiting our website, Brahmavidya Foundation.org? Okay. We'll organize it by day or a week. We'll organize by week. Okay. We'll organize this by a week and say this week, weekly digest summary. You can get it. Telegram is fine, but is it difficult? I see my kind of team do a poll quickly. Can you do a poll? Naina Parik, please put your mobile number, please. We want mobile number. Huh? Putting on website is very good idea. No, okay. Okay, very good, all of you. Website is better, no? Bala Natarajan, okay, no? Lakshmi Rao, website is better. Okay, so we are already got a very good email also we can send. Very good. Or no? Or Ravi NG recommended, no? MailChimp. That will take some time, but for now we'll put it in website. Okay. Then more people, email gets buried. So see, so many different reactions. Somebody says email, somebody email gets buried. Website is good. Overall, can I have a show of hands? Can I conduct a quick survey? GMR, are you good to survey? We'll do website. So majority, can you just quickly write, all of you? Website, email, what? Website is good. Single point info forever, for eternity. Once you put in website, there is eternity. So please, all of you volunteer. Now, whoever can write decent English, we don't need any great, Shakespeare la தேவையில்லைங்க. Shakespeare la தேவையில்லை. குருவார் இருப்பேன் சார், இங்கிலீஷ் மாஸ்டர் ஸ்கூல்ல சொன்னாரு, ஷேக்ஸ்பியர் எப்படி பெரிய வெரி கிரேட் ஆனாக்கா, இட்ஸ் கால்ட் ஷெக்கப் ஐயர்ன்ட்டார். அவர் ஐயர்ன்ட்டார், நல்லா புத்தி எல்லாம் வந்துருத்தா. ஸோ ஷேக்ஸ்பியர் மாதிரி தேவையில்லை. We don't want Shakespeare. Normal English is enough. So please volunteer and do this. Telegram above for our see, we'll do in internet, in website. Understand? No? So please volunteer. And all of you who are not downloaded the notes, please download from next class. That is Thursday morning India, Wednesday night. Very good. From Canada to what? Australia, from California, all places you should participate. And let me tell you, once you share knowledge, your knowledge will grow. What is Subhashitani for this? Subhashitani solunga. Nachora haryam, nacharaja haryam. I didn't tell Subhashitani today, so write down this. Nachora haryam, nacharaja haryam, na bhatra bhajyam, nachabharakari. Yaye krite vardhata eva nityam, vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. See, any wealth, when you share, when you spend, it will decrease. Yes or no? Any wealth you accumulate, you have wealth tax, government tax, demonetization will happen. Any wealth from forefathers have to be, bhaga pirimina. You have to actually, differentiate and give it to different brothers and sisters. But the wealth of knowledge will continue to grow when you share. Shreya, understand, no? You know the Subhashita, right? When you share more and more, your knowledge will grow by writing these notes. Very good. Let's put the Subhashita. He's a Subhashita master. No? So, nachora haryam, nacharaja haryam. It will always grow. So when you come and contribute for all this, one-time activity. Correct. So one-time activity. It's not, I'm not going to hold you for the entire Gita course. This is only one-time activity. Like quick, come in, help, and then enjoy with other people. So we'll stop here. It's already 5 minutes past the time. But next class, I would like to see all of you with your own printed notes so that systematically we can become karma yogi. Bhagavan wonderfully will become karma yogi. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tatsat. Please chant Purnamadah Purnamidam. See, every class you chant Purnamadah Purnamidam. In a week you chant it 4 times. Yes or no? That what happens in 1 year? How many times you chanted? What? 208 times. Correct? Then what happens? That mind will start thinking Purnamadah Purnamidam. That is what is the ultimate goal. You can chant it, no problem. No, this mantra is okay. Purnamidam you can chant, no problem. It's okay. No problem. Please chant. It is reminding your nature. Purnamadah Purnam is reminding your nature always. So no problem, you can chant it and then your mind will get emancipated. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tatsat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta San Mangalani Mutyata. So whoever is interested, please come for within 12 hours. Bhagavan is calling again. Like airport calls, before the flight takes off, final call. So you come for the class, In 12 hours from now, we'll draw the morning schedule. Timetable will be done tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll definitely do timetable. Okay, morning timetable. Okay, Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana. I'm taking questions. Malati madam, note pandra. I go back until midnight. I see all the questions that you put in the chat. I collate that and then come back to you later. Okay, I don't miss any questions. Okay, thank you. Hari Om.